Morning, Donnelly.
Morning, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. Yourself?
Grand, thank you.
I'm pleased you can make it down here this morning. It's a beautiful sunny morning down here in Whitehead and White Harbour, which is perfect for what we'd like to talk about this morning. It's always going to be the impact that LCC's plan for Cloghan Point is going to have on the local area, further afield obviously as well, but I think more importantly to the people down here, what's going to happen on their doorstep. Not sure if you've been down here before yourself.
Oh yeah.
Well, then you'll know how beautiful it is, with the Grade 2 listed facility of White Harbour just behind us, with some lovely residential properties here that people have put their time and life savings, I'm sure, into to have their forever homes. You've got the quarry cottages, which I think are overlooked by a lot of people. In fact, some people might not even know that they're down here. They're just in the background there. I've been here for hundreds of years, and these people are going to be on the forefront of what's happening. So if you wouldn't mind, well, I would like to have a wee chat maybe about the beauty of the area, the environmental impact, and maybe tourism. So you can see here we've got cormorants in the background. We've seen a seal this morning with buzzards flying around. It is such a beautiful area, and I personally think that what LCC are planning to do here is it's just not right. You know, what would your thoughts on it be?
I would totally agree. Now, certainly we live in a very, very beautiful area, and we have a responsibility to protect that. Certainly with regards to the nature that you've mentioned, this is a protected area, and certainly that's something we have to take very, very seriously. The peace and quiet that is established here, and this is a beautiful peace and quiet area, that'll be shattered, absolutely shattered, when you have a big, huge, noisy industrialisation of this area. You know, the people that live in this area will be absolutely blighted by this. You know, it'll be noisy, it'll be dirty, potentially very dangerous. Certainly these are things that we need to take very, very seriously.
It's beautiful to look at. Just sitting here this morning in the sunlight, but I mean, I'm sure if the camera could pan round, we could see that not too far in the distance we have the jetty, which has been an established landmark for so many years, and I don't think that the jetty itself is a problem. In fact, people have come to know it and love it, but what they're planning to do here is to have a super tanker once a month docking here. With, you know, there's a seal that's just popped as we head up again. I mean, the marine life's just going to get absolutely decimated here by what's being planned. You'll also have smaller ships planned to take out from the jetty to go to England, Scotland, Wales and Ireland. This beautiful piece of coastline is just going to become an industrial hub.
Yeah.
And with this so close to this, I just don't think it goes hand in hand.
No, it certainly doesn't, and it's not just the ships that you've mentioned as well. The onward connection on up the road is going to have to involve more than 100 trucks a day. You know, Whoa. That'll be a huge addition to the amount of traffic on a very, very small lane. Now, certainly this would be a massive, massive change in the area.
Yeah, I'm glad you've touched on that, because it is a point we've mentioned before numerous times, is this truck movement. We've actually taken it to planning as well. On paper, you know, LCC's own documentation states that presently there are 144 trucks using this site daily. In black and white, presently. And then in their next column they want to increase it by 6, an increase of 6, so 150 trucks in what they claim is going to be a 10-hour window. We've heard it's going to be a 24-hour site from Daniel Loughren himself. If it goes according to his plans, he would have a 24-hour site. So as 150 trucks all of a sudden becomes a lot more. But let's just go back to the initial figure that they've given us. 144 trucks presently using the site.
Well, I do find that very surprising. I've been down here quite a few times, and I have never seen any convoy of trucks up and down the lane at all. In fact, it's very, very peaceful and quiet, and again, that's another aspect that is going to be shattered by big noisy trucks thundering up and down a quiet country lane. I would have grave concerns about that. Yeah, I mean,
most of the people, if not all the people in this area, down at White Harbour, quarry cottages, along Belfast Road, where myself and a few other people live, we moved here for a reason. We moved here for the peace and quiet. We didn't want to live in the middle of a city. We didn't want to live in the middle of an industrial area. We came here with the intention of spending the rest of our days here. That is not what's going to happen. I mean, we've got, you know, we're seeing so much so much recently on the news with climate change and the fight for our one planet, you know. And it is a case of we only get the one and we shouldn't be abusing it. So when we're focusing on cutting back on fossil fuels and industrialisation and enjoying the green spaces and wildlife that we still fortunately have, I don't see the mindset behind doing something like this in the area. I mean, can you think of a reason?
No, this is a huge level of industrialisation that's being forced upon an area, and the residents are completely against it, as you've pointed out. It's going to be noisy, it's going to be dirty, it's going to take away from the beautiful scenic aspect of the area, which obviously they've come here for a reason and that's why they've come. But certainly we would be absolutely opposed to that.